What's going on, everybody? It's your man Maurice, and welcome back to the Apex Initiative Strength channel. And in today's topic, we're actually talking about a topic that is near and dear to me. And even though we're only going to cover the basics of it, I'm still excited to talk about this topic. So, what is this topic that I'm talking about? We are going to go over 3 basic ways that you can start growing stronger as soon as possible. So, stick around, let's get straight to it. So, the first basic foundational principle that we want to make sure that we have set out before we even get on this strength training journey is making sure that we have a foundational programming set for those exact intentions, those intentions to become stronger. There's 3 main things that I feel like you should focus on before anything else in your program, and that's progressive overload, frequency of the exercises in your training, the amount of times that you're doing certain things, and the exercises that you're doing and trying to become stronger on. So first, let's cover progressive overload. What is progressive overload? Simply is the continuation and the elevation of resistance within your training. So for example, let's say you're doing 135 on a bench press for 5 reps. Let's say you do that 5 times and it becomes a little too easy. So now it's time to add 5 pounds, then 10 pounds, and you're consistently raising the weight in order for you to become stronger. So you can't become stronger if you're staying at the same weights or you're staying with the same resistance. You have to incrementally raise those resistances. Let's get straight to frequency. Now, frequency is just the amount of times that you're doing a certain exercise. So if you're only doing an exercise, let's say 1 time a week, you're not exactly putting enough time into that exercise to see growth into it. So let's say we add a little bit more to that frequency. Let's say we add another day to that frequency. Now you're doing that specific exercise twice a week. You're getting twice the benefit from that exercise than you would have if you're just doing it 1 time a week. You're only hitting it once, and then once a whole week goes by, it's like you're starting all over again. You want to consistently be hitting the things that you want to get stronger on, so that way you can get stronger on that thing. The third thing is the specific exercises that you want to do within your programming. What do you want to get stronger on? Do you want a stronger chest, stronger bench press, stronger pull-ups, push-ups? What is it that you want to get stronger on? The first thing that you have to do is identify it. And once it's identified, now you know what to implement, which was the previous steps, which is progressive overload on that exercise and frequency. Now we can add progressive overload to that push-up if you're trying to get more reps on your push-up, or we can add more frequency to that pull-up that you're trying to do, or maybe the bench press or squat or deadlifts, whatever that you want to do. Once you've isolated where you want to get strong, now you can start implementing the first 2 steps that was mentioned. So the first thing that we need to do, and I can't stress this anymore, is make sure that we have a foundation to work upon, and that foundation is going to be our programming. Straight up. Second basic principle that we want to cover when it comes to getting stronger on your journey is one that I don't hear a lot of people talking too much about, especially when it comes to beginner strength development, and that's proper technique execution. Now, I don't care what you do, to be honest. Whatever movements, exercises, whatever goals that you have within the strength realm, if you are not executing those movements with the proper form, you are bound to fail. And I'm going to tell you that just straight up, blood raw, because I care about your progress. Now, what do I mean by this? If you are executing the movements that you're trying to get stronger on with subpar form, you risk a lot of things. There's a lot of risk factors that come with that. One, you're probably setting yourself back from making any progress on that movement. Because you're not executing the movement to its fullest capacity, you're halfway doing what you need to do, maybe half reps or compromised form technique. You're not going to meet the requirements, or you're not going to gain in strength when it comes time to start seeing those results. It's not going to show because you're executing with subpar technique. Second thing is injury. And this is one that is very sensitive to me because I've injured myself plenty of times in my youth trying out different movements and doing certain things and not having the understanding and proper execution of technique. Once you injure yourself, this will set you back. Oh man, this one gets me a lot because I've been here plenty of times. This will set you back greatly when it comes to your progress because now you have to do so much time of rehab and so much time of healing that you don't have enough time to continuously progress on your goals. So make sure that you're executing with strong technique because you do not, and I'm telling you this from experience, you do not want to constantly have to start over because you have an injury somewhere. So please stay injury free. All right, and last but definitely not least, the third basic foundational principle that you need to have when it comes to gaining strength on your journey is consistency. Now, it doesn't matter how good you're doing with your progressive overload and your exercise selection and even how good your form is on certain movements. If you are not consistently executing day in, day out on the programming that you have set for yourself, on all the things that you have learned and trying to develop for yourself within the strength realm, I'm sorry, but there will not be any progressions in your strength whatsoever. And the reason why I tell you this, and the reason why consistency is so important, which it should be self-explanatory by now, is because if you are not constantly on track with what you have to do or what you have set out for yourself, you cannot manifest that for yourself. You will not be able to reap the rewards and benefits of the programming you have set for yourself. Everything will be in vain if it's not consistently executed. So you have to know, you know what I'm saying? You have to consistently be on that program. You have to consistently execute on those exercises. You have to consistently maintain, you know what I'm saying, that progression, because if you do not, you will not see benefits at all. You will not see the results that you want to see. And that's what we're here to promote. That's what we're here to make happen, is to make sure that you see the proper results within your own personal fitness journey. And the only way to do that is to be consistent. Well after the motivation wears off, well after, you know what I'm saying, the programming and everything is starting to get a little boring and stuff like that. And you can refer to one of my first videos, which is how to stay motivated on your fitness journey, to kind of help you around that. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to consistency. None of these principles will be cohesive and work as a unit unless you are consistently applying pressure to your strength goals. All right, everybody, that's my 3 basic principles on how you can start growing stronger in your fitness journey today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you stick around for more fitness information to help you grow stronger on your journey. And I'm glad that you came here and visited the Apex Initiative Strength channel for all your fitness needs. Have a great one, enjoy your day, and stay strong.